Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacaster. My host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, offer to a 2v2 on day 101. In the north, it is about 9 and Looney here with the US. Here with the 82nd Airborne supporting a push by the British 1st Armoured Division as they get ready to try and defeat an assault here by Dr.Jekyll and Ausar here with the Hammond Göring Fallschirm Panzer Division supported by elements of the 1st Fallschirmjäger Division. So we got machine guns, jeeps versus Fallschirm Pioneers and more machine guns here. And as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and heroic support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on them. It really helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So off we are here. Dingoes, jeeps. Got the Fallschirm Pines dropping quite aggressively up here. Can of course quick run to a building if they spot what's going on in time. If not, well, they may be the ones who stuck in a bit awkward spot. There you go. Jeep races in here. Heroically. Democratically. It comes in there. Fallschirm Pines combine the nice house here with actually a good amount of windows, I think, and a lot of the sides here, meaning it's actually a pretty decent building for him to fight from. So thumbs up, that's it. They're still getting focused down pretty hard here, so that probably is not going to be able to maintain them for that long. Indeed not. And then he's actually using, I think, the Jeep for heavy cover. This combo there. And we're hitting up in Cockney 3.2S. We've got Ausar the Vals going these moving forwards.
A fuel point is being lost.
And they end up, the engagement not quite going out in favour of Dr. Jekyll. Got mortars for Bulk 9 already. Trying to bring in the mortars to match the machine guns. Penalties here for both Ausar the Vals and Dr. Jekyll as they bring in more troops. Will Looney 9 there, or Looney, just Looney, not Looney 9. Calling a 30 cal there from above. We'll have to see. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Got the Jeep meanwhile applying fresh pressure here, swinging southwards, machine gun there trying to find a nice ambush position. And so far, not managing much luck with that. Your gun, come on! Pretend you're a bush! You can't do that, Friedrich! That's beneath my dignity. There we go, finally got into something there. They're getting hammered, but then get the mix firing back at the trench ladies. We're trying to dig sandbags on the fire. I don't think that is one of Ausar the Vals' most sterling tactical moments, to put it generously. And very fortunate for him, he doesn't lose the grenadiers. They might lose the machine gun. That was definitely tactically, I think, very badly executed by Ausar the Vals. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the Brits, they couldn't believe their luck. Meanwhile, mortars for Ausar the Vals bringing his own Granatenwerfer. Meanwhile, fighting it continues up here with the grenadiers at the house once more. Fallschirm Pioneers, grenadiers rushing in here.
Requisitioning grenades for the front line.
Grenadiers are ready for Looney. That stuff going. Oh, we actually got a breach here. Thumbs up. Though. Breaching right in front of the Germans firing at them may not quite have the success we're hoping for. Panzer grenade coming in the Ausar the Vals. Thumbs up. Let's see what Dr. goes for. Grenades being chucked here right in front of the door. Back, also losing Heinz in the process. Got mortars joining in the south side. There's a bit of light action, but if things ever get concentrated around the buildings here, Fallschirm Pines will be cleared out here. Ausar's Panzer going to come almost done. 30 cals being now dropped in by Looney. Emerged with the Fallschirm Pines. Ends up just being retreat here. Not really good engagement. He keeps fighting in. Unfortunately, he ends up bleeding out quite aggressively here while not doing a lot of damage in return. Luftwaffe company for Dr. Jekyll. Got a British machine for the corner bad spot here. Doesn't matter if they got Indian artillery, and there's nothing there to support them. So at this point, everyone has already picked a battle group. Thumbs up to that. Also, the Panzer Grenade come. Panzer Grenade is on the way. Jekyll actually went for Panzer Grenade once to his Luftwaffe company. Thumbs up to that too.
The victory point is under attack.
See any Fallschirmjägers though? Maybe not. Grenades being chucked into the mortar, 30 cal there. Definitely not enough to save it though. As the Shilaham Grenade absolutely scatters the mortar crew over the small area around it. Keep rushing against the low health grenadiers. See Ausar the Vals there, might see them wiped, or perhaps not. so he's got a pretty good chance there. There you go, Fudgemaker's dropping it. I think it's intent by Dr. Jekyll to save them, but unfortunately for him, the timing just isn't there at all. Panzer's arriving here. Holy moly. The Jeep, I think, shot the machine gun crew there. Saving the Grenadiers. And there you go, Pantherfaust gets the Jeep. That was some absurd luck there, the Faust, the Valve's Grenadier. Some absolutely absurd luck. No two ways around it. Fudgemakers are hitting the ground. The FT-42's pushing 40 out. Forces them meanwhile fortifying the river. Likely. Got machine guns, mortars. We got some otherwise defensive works they're prepared here, a bit here and there. Good rifle for Looney. We got Bassett there, of course, wanting some food. Because obviously, they've still not fed him, despite have actually fed him some, dry food. He doesn't get wet food yet. But that's catch for you.
Defend our victory.
Back quarter there for Dr. Jekyll, the Panzer bei Kanone 40. Bunkers for Ausar, BARs for Looney. As for Bork 9, well, who knows. We got the Fudgemakers flanking in here. Quickly moving through the terrain there and getting behind the 30 cal there. Nice work. Routing the 30 cal there excellently. And then getting to heavy cal. Sap's not following up there, allowing the Fudgemakers to pick them apart. Their range for FT-42s. Not ideal there by Balk 9.
Rounding automatic rifles have arrived.
Southern victory point, they kind of forgotten. Which is great for the Allies, but a bit of wasted for the Germans. Moving forward here, Fudgemakers working in tandem with the Grenadiers, forming up a nice little tactical force there. Up north though, we got rifle engineers supporting in here, catching Dr. Jekyll's northern flank a bit unprepared and underdeveloped. There you go, breach again. Thumbs up to Looney. Support elements here for Ausar, Stooks maybe, need weapons possibly. What will Dr. Jekyll do? Stooks being prepared for Balk 9 and the British Empire.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
We've taken the point, but
Rifle
receiving
engineers
enemy
is sneaking
fire.
about here further up north. Pun is busy. Gurkhas here for Balk 9. At least he can call them in, though whether he chooses to do so is of course another matter. But there you go. Pack 40 here ready for Dr. Jekyll. But worth noting, it's quite wide open. I mean, there's nothing in front of it. There's nothing behind it, meaning like, if the answers like Russians, some barred up troops or something like that, they could very quickly clear this pack 40 with a good route, especially if Dr. Jekyll is paying attention elsewhere. So, not exactly a great setup here tactically. Definitely not something I'd advise. We do get more Fudgemakers dropping by.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Who's looking up to the MD-15 wielding Fudge Pioneer.
It's done, Commander.
American 30 Cali continues to be a good investment here for Looney.
Engineer squad has been killed.
The engineers wiped out there, wasn't paying attention. And we got the suit there for Balk 9 and the British Empire. Almost got the Rafford here. Close call, but fortune smiles upon Looney this time around. Not just upon Ausar. There's tactical misadventures. Meanwhile, Stug 3G there for House of the Val. The Sturmgeschütz. Sehr good. The Fudge Pioneers are being flushed out. But they do prop up a sound He walks into it! One guy survives traumatized. Watching his entire squad get blown to just tiny bits in front of him as they just walk out of the building.
Engineers on the field.
That's the sort of stuff that works in Hollywood movies. And there you go, 30 counted up by Fudgemaker squad. Thumbs up, Stug 3D almost down there for House of the Val.
Paratroopers are standing by for drop.
Sappers there around it. Needle Werfers for Ausar meanwhile as this Stug 3D there arrives. Looks like being suppressed. That machine is doing fairly good job there. Hunter sweeping in here though. Catching a bit of a blind spot there in the Allied lines. Stug 3D there charging at Deutschland.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
Fun fact about the Stug 3D is after the Battle of Kursk, they're actually like, assessing like, what, how much damage, how well the parachute attacks and such performed. And they found that apparently the Stug 3G's performance had roughly been on par with that with a Panther 4 despite, you know, lacking a turret. Fun fact there. Moving up, these two diving in, adding the panel-mounted machine gun gewehr. Later models of the Stug Key would actually see this replaced with a remote control one since watch used with the headset. Panzer Company for Dr. Jekyll, no Stugs for him, practically. Air can force the Russian force in the Fallschirmjägers. Might want to spread them a bit, just like a good grenade. He doesn't, like, you know, take out countless Fallschirmjägers. Neil Barrett, I think, the positions here up about 9. Fucking something well down there. Go for most of these to merge up there. Vessel Stewart. Meanwhile, to the temple, got the Allies in the north and southern. Make 2 points. Thumbs up there. Savvy play there by the Allies. Officer Squad for Ausar, thumbs up. Mechanized support center for Looney. Surprised he's first taken up now for that.
IP ahead of us. Get in formation.
Stug swinging here in. And the Garden airdrop entering, I think, there for Looney.
Deploying on your mark. Enemy movement near a victory point.
And there you go. Entrance will be left flank of the Stug. Get careful with it, obviously. Here, machine guns position defending the field point there against any Allied incursions. Allied guns withdrawing a bit. Here's Stewart there sniping away. Grenades for Bolt 9 and Britannia. Machine gun wiped.
Grasshopper reporting in. Grasshopper over
Going
the
for
target
Ausar for
area.
Ausar. Going for another Stug at least. Thumbs up to that.
Losing a fuel point.
Engineers round it. Fallschirmjägers on the move. Grenadiers, Pioneers.
We've lost control of the sector.
Second Stug there. Halfway done here for House of the Vile. And Das Fastland. Section holding up here around the field point 8, trying to claim it in the name of the British Empire, the King. North here, German forces slowly making progress again. Here we do get some Allied forces trying to halt the German advance here in the Looney's command, but they are significantly outgunned. And, you know, they can most by a few seconds before they get absolutely obliterated. Second Stug ready for Ausar.
Victory point.
And the Fatherland. Of course, they had some shots in there to the Stugs. Meanwhile, Jekyll could go for a Panther 4 now. He might go for a Sturm Panzer 4. We got Reuters. And then here. Honestly, I don't know why people go for the Reuters nowadays because they basically nerf things like not being that great, honestly, but obviously reputation bomb most of the time.
Heading back to base.
My personal romantic there. Got Panther 4 for Dr.Jekyll as well there. Thumbs up. Need to get the Stug out of there. Charging the Stugs, taking a lot of damage.
We have a surplus of command points.
Also got the Lloyd as well there, which does an excellent damage. Stug kaput. The anti-tank on their release is easy. Meanwhile, Jekyll's Panther is almost done.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
Very close. Up north here, Dr. Jekyll there pushing his way through the streets. We got a counterattack here for Looney. The Rockman is sweeping them with any German troops. No mercy there from him.
Grasshopper high altitude recon. Wait on your word. Commander, we've lost a sector.
Watching Pioneer here. Site, the very nice building here. Struggling to break
One
in.
of our munitions points is being neutralized.
Tank depot and company come up and load for the Allies. They decide to bring up their own armor. Then we'll shoot through the Stug, tragically. They want to pull back the Stug for some repairs here, honestly. In fact, we see the Ausar's taking some pretty heavy losses. We want to slightly get some rebuilding done and perhaps a bit more mindful with his unit resolution. Up north, though, Panther 4 the ground for the street to catch rifles. Fallschirmjägers being hunted down through this very same street here by a large conglomerate of riflemen. There you go, Panda Force to the rescue. And Looney just breaks here. His men unable to withstand the might of the Panzerkampfwagen.
Man point should be sped when possible.
Ausar, though, I think needs more infantry badly. More than anything, needs infantry right now.
A victory point is under
Jekyll there
attack.
can actually go for
We
Panda
must
for in a
act.
few moments. Another one. Be a pretty good addition.
A victory point has fallen into
Black
enemy control.
3080 is an interesting choice. Officers' quarters for Ausar, meanwhile, his infantry company. Not this got a lot that would really benefit from it at the moment, which does make it a bit of an amusing choice. Here's Nilo while they're raining down death from above. He's got these stoops fixed up. That is good, and shirts on the way finally. Rushing to support the Sturmgeschütze as they attack in here. Some of the victory points sort of forgotten there. Machine gun line about there, abandoned by the river.
The M1, start digging.
Got 340 to 350. Trying to pull that back ready emplacement. Oh, and the Falchion Pioneers got wiped with a Ralph grenade. Yeah. Definitely not a great serve there. I mean, too close to the front line, nothing to really even screen it, so the enemy could, like, as you can see, they just walk off the fire rough and get a wipe. So, painful blow there to Dr.Jekyll. I mean, he would still go for Panda for now. It did cost him his Falchion Pioneers. Well, that was the end. There we go, Panda 4 leads them away here. Sturmgeschütze and Panzers charging at the Allied base. But the government doesn't dive in either. Here the government give the Germans a good old British greeting.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
And before they're halfway done, need to fire their rain death into the base.
Sector lost. No contact.
More need for fire. Incendiary death. Got there for Bulk 9.
Near a victory point.
Progress moving through here by the Americans and the British. They definitely find themselves a bit on the back at the moment.
Our victory point.
The Germans have struck hard. Meanwhile, Looney Sherman has arrived. He's probably going to upgun it. Ready. Also with that again with the infantry officers' quarters here. I guess he does have some grenadiers now alongside the machine guns. I guess there's some mounting to it. I think there's more pencils to work out. And Jekyll who goes for the flak 36. No good cover reserves for him. Stuck charging with point blank blast here, going for the 6-pounder gun.
Tank team on the field.
Trying desperately to, crew, but they're getting hammered here by Stooks. Pikes those shells up point blank. Thumbs up there to now, so that's some nice Stu usage. And we got the taking it back to the wreck. Of course, Jekyll could also see the Schutz into his Panther Force.
Site now.
Pink Patrol 2 moving in.
The area.
Stu might want to withdraw, they're taking a lot of damage now. Yep. Now they need weapon barrage. Trying to soften up the Allied positions. And Dr. Jekyll now goes for the flak 36 emplacement.
Time to dust off.
Comes up to that, more grenadiers for outside the vial. Same little Panzer grenadiers.
Anti-tank gun, deploying on your mark.
Hold down Panther Force, they're smuggling the Troy, but we've got the flak 36 already to support them. Not struggling pretty much against the infantry, but I guess it's the thought that counts. The Stu there still giving you repairs. Briefly consider the track there with Buck 9 goes against the 17-pounder gun he's planning up here.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
There you go. Flak 56 operable and still being operated by mortar crews. I just don't know why they do that.
We have supplies ready to be paradropped, Commander.
carpet bombing for Looney. Oh boy, it's been a while since I feel like we've seen that one. And we got another flak emplacement from Dr.Jekyll. Going for the flak 38, almost in the same position as last time.
Victory points.
He is committed to the flak ideal. Of course, besides the typical German flak guns in Italy in particular, they would operate a variety of Italian anti-aircraft guns as well, many which were similar to the German counterparts. So, fun fact there, and of course in the Eastern Front, you could also focus on finding like, Soviet, flak 88 equivalents being used by the Germans against the Soviets. Up north, you've got the Sherman there causing havoc on a lone Flakman squad left to defend here is definitely a bit under-equipped to take on a Sherman tank in-game. In the actual war, not so much. An unsupported Sherman going against a Flakman squad in these urban environments would probably be toast. There's the Flakman maybe.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Another Sherman there for Looney. It's warming on, there's definitely a drop in Flakman quality. 17 pounder gunning for Bug 9, they're on the way. Another Nebelwerfer for Ausar the Vile. Match is definitely lost, I think, some momentum, some steam. That does look like Looney here is trying to pick it up again. There we go, with him support. The German's able to push through here. And the lone Flakman squad, of course, defending for things on his own is utterly overwhelmed, likely going to get wiped here. Certainly highlights the dangers of leaving an elite infantry squad like that to defend a single point. Completely unsupported because the rest of his forces are down here, so I don't know what like he was thinking there. Oh well, and he's actually building a second flak 36. Good God. Noble Wehrmacht flak 36s. That's definitely pretty rare. Another launch unleashed. And obviously the Germans on all three victim ones not really incentivized something to be aggressive, but it does also mean like the program sounds like something astute. They're going for point blank blast. Entertainment they recruit. Student has been sent out unsupported and not exactly dealing there go kaput. And surprisingly the infantry diving in a student with the mill actual support. Definitely not something you want to be doing too much. Still a shooting there for the Panther Force under Dr. Jekyll. North being completely conquered by the Americans with no real response yet the German army. Again, we got like 2 flak 36s and a flak 38. Carpet bombing ready. Looking to see if that gets called in and gets shot down by all the flak guns. Oh dear, we got a flak called in actually on the flak 36. The carpet bombing is going in here. Okay, the anti-aircraft guns are not shooting at all. They're not even paying attention here. Flak 36 itself survives, the crew not so much, but it still creates a gap there in the Axis lines. Panda 4 kaput here. Germans knocking up, laying up guns, 17 pounder rushing. Through the flak 36, going a great hit with the 30s. On one of the Shermans. Might going to take it out. Oh, like I said. 30s punter charging in here. Flak 36 misses this time around. There you go. Flak 36. Typically, most flak guns were actually not organically part of like any divisions. They're actually typically part of their own batteries, even like entire flak divisions, whose entire role is just to provide anti-aircraft support. The vast majority, in fact, of anti-aircraft guns being under control of the Luftwaffe. There's a bit of fun. The flak 36 definitely won that. Ack gone. British scored the flak 88. Anyways, British forces lining up for another push. We've got 136 with 346. Another Neva barrage unleashed here, this time hitting the British 17 pounder gun. And we're getting smashed here by the 17 pounder. Got another flak ring in the south. He's just building flak guns. There's meanwhile Looney finally upgunning his Shermans. Desperately trying to get the 17 pounder gun into safety. 130 to 346. And King Tiger's out for Ausar. I'd kind of forgotten about the King Tiger. But clearly Ausar the Vile had not. And there you go, CoH3 ready. And Jekyll with another Flak 36. That's definitely commitment to the flak guns.
Taking fire! Cover him!
We got bombs with Jerry's name on them.
As if the Allies can keep clearing out all these flak guns though. And as King Tiger hits the field as well, that might create a bit of a
Rifles losing integrity!
true target-rich environment for Allied gunners. Let me see. Another Nina fell off. Maxwell gives you sitting about here. 21 through 46.
Commander, our anti-tank defenses are failing.
There you go. Big old video on the Sherman.
German tank destroyed.
Sherman down, smashed apart here by King Tigers and Flak 36s. Massive 88mm chorus. 121 through 46. Clock is ticking. King Tiger driving on his own. There's a bit risky here from Ausar the Vile. But we should see sure he's got like, you know, some way of getting out if he goes into deep. And there you go, 17 pounder gun scores for a brilliant hit there, cracking the frontal armor there. Another smashing hit, Kettenkratz now on the way here for Ausar the Vile. The Hellcat on the way for Looney. And another 17 pounder gun for Bulk 9. Going to be a lot of like pretty big guns on the map with 2 Flak 36s and 2 17-pounder guns.
Son of a bitch!
Quite the concentration.
We have a Hellcat reporting for duty.
Now Hellcat's being brought up as well here by Bulk 9.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
I think the double Flak 36s might make it a bit tough here for Bulk 9 to use his
Damn it! Someone get us out of
Hellcats as
here!
easily as he wants to use
Lost
them.
control of the
If he
sector.
goes in too deep, they're going to get like completely swatted out of existence.
I'm hit bad!
H2 as well, they're both out of the wild. 2 thumbs up. Jekyll with another Flak 38 here in the south. So many Flak 38s.
Enemy activity near our munition
On
point.
2 is 46, 17 pound per grade. There you go, immediately gets spotted. Nina Barrett has just come in there, covering it in like an incendiary blanket straight out of hell. Human Lloyd's unleashed here. Allies, by the way, have not brought up a single anti-aircraft gun, despite, you know, the active use of the Luftwaffe here by Dr. Jekyll.
No contact.
Stu, Koenigsegg advanced gun here with 17 pounder gun destroyed completely. Hellcat on the scene there. Another one away there for Looney. Trying to recruit the 17 pounder. Can they do it before they get destroyed? No! And that of course means they got nothing to do, they just run off. They clearly tried their best, you know. They could just walk off, I guess.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Another Hellcat on the way there for Looney, almost done. Aircraft's getting shot at there. I mean, Looney called something in, but with, again, countless anti-aircraft guns out, I don't think air reconnaissance is going to get very far. And we got another flak here out of Dr. Jekyll.
Hellcat has been completed.
Triple Flak 36. I'm pretty sure that's a record alongside, you know, triple Flak 8. It's a good record, though. I mean, you decide. Up north, bit of poking about here, but lacking any heavy support. They're going to find the Allies quite determined not to give up the northern vector quite as well. Almost got the King Tiger here, Ausar, continuing his
Anti-tank gun.
bit, even though committing his stuff and loses the Koenigsegg. That said, there's still the matter of, like, you know, breaking down the German strong points, which, I repeat, are heavily covered by flak guns.
Commander, orders complete!
80 versus 346.
High altitude recon, ready for mission.
Bishops for Bulk 9.
Engineers have been reinforced, ready to get you.
Officers' quarters there for Dr. Jekyll, probably benefit over his flak guns. That's not a
We
bad
have
idea.
75 points remaining.
air reconnaissance, and there we go. All the flak guns gaining a bit of efficiency, except of course for this one, which already had been done. Hellcat there getting absolute slam on the flak gun. No one rushes forwards. Woof. I think that was the most tactical idea move there by Looney to put it generously in the south. The Matilda moving forward so to get slammed by another flak 36. Panther fast off, Attila called in. But as the Allied approaches right now, like head on, again they get met with some pretty sharp response to the German flak guns. They definitely, I think, stand about a bit too long for that. Looney with 105 with Sherman. So there's a bold attempt to break through the flak wall here. This Gothic line is not looking like it's going to crack anytime soon. The 57 is 346. Alpha Sherman almost done. Well, 9 just doesn't really a lot of 17 pointing guns, and you can't really like exert a lot of pressure, especially not if losses with 2-2. Looking a bit rough there, particularly on his end. I mean, Looney's a bit better, but even there are, I think, some issues there. And we got Dr. Jekyll with another flak 36. I think that this one's going to go up. Yes, though. There we go. So that's his 4th flak 36. Emo trims up defense up into mine in front of flak 36. Talk about a recipe for a cooked up tank in a matter of seconds. Flak 36 ace level already, meaning it's got a hell of a rate of fire and increased damage. And that aircraft is to go chance. There you go, calling in a carpet bombing. Trying to break up the Luftwaffe here. One aircraft actually got shot. One of the bombers went down. That is so rare to see. Oh wow, they... Okay, I thought they actually took down more than one of the B-25 bombers, but they actually did it. They took down one. That is such a rare sight to see as well. Hellcat there smashes the flak crew, just completely obliterates this. Finally got it, but at a massive cost to the Allies. And the Needleft rocket takes another Hellcat. That would be such a costly shot for the Allies. I mean, even more costly if you factor in like the B-25 bomber that got knocked out.
Recon away notice. Dropping an anti-tank gun on your mark. Stand clear.
King's argument again. We got 50 versus 33 and 33.
Bingo fuel in. Heading back to base.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, it's GG, game over. A rather flak-filled end there. So hope you enjoyed the match. I've learned something from it. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.